Lewis Manning Hospice Care is a charity that supports patients and their families at the end of life with life-limiting illness. And we work across East Dorset, Purbeck and into West Hampshire. So the decision to move to iplicit was one based on a number of factors. We were a very paper-based hospice, and that comes with a number of risks and is not good for the environment.
We were using Exchequer software, which was less intuitive than iplicit.
And it was very old and clunky and old-fashioned looking. Everything was manual.
And if anybody wanted any information, we would have to supply that, which came at a cost of time for us. With iplicit, instead of having 3 or 4 users on the system, we've got about 60, 70 on it. Managers can go in, they can look at information.
You know, it was an absolute game changer. It changed my life overnight by having a digitalised system that I could access anywhere.
The implementation, we found from day one, everything was up and running. All our supplier details had been transferred, ready for us to go. The trial balance was all entered and we had all our data archived. So we had that there for reference.
Before people would fill out their expenses on paper, they would then go to a manager for signature and then come to finance, and we would manually input all of those expenses. Bearing in mind we have over 100 employees now, that's quite a job. We now have a system where they go in and put their expenses in. They've got a mobile app, so they can do it on the go. And they automatically go into a workflow which goes to the manager to authorise, and we don't see those expenses until they're fully authorised, and we just review them and pay them.
Reporting is critical to our day-to-day operations. We've set up some automated reporting so that I can see every day or every week how much money is flowing through the system and the outgoings, and actually allows us to make any adjustments that we need to do at the time. I think I worked out how many hours it saved to me and the team. And we were talking just on payroll alone, we were looking at 10 hours a month that we were saving. And if you calculate the cost of that to the organisation, it was a no-brainer to taking this on board and then implementing it.
So the time savings that we have made have enabled us to help support other projects which are accelerating the growth of Lewis Manning.
Through the use of iplicit, it is benefiting our frontline workers. No doubt about that, actually being able to go and see patients rather than trying to do their expenses or timesheets.
So the savings that we've made in terms of human time, if you like, through installing something like iplicit will allow us, as we grow, to not necessarily have to increase headcount. There is always space in a charity to do more with the time that you have, but our biggest cost is headcount, is our nurses, our clinical team, but also the back-end staff that support the charity. And I think that there is an inclination to, as you grow, add more people to the organisation, and I think that this will really help us to manage that and then save costs to allow us to spend even more on our purpose, which of course is to help patients and their families at end of life.
And it just ticks all the boxes. It's lovely.